This is it. This is the big one. Bilbao in Dublin. I've got Joe McGrath from Sloppy Joe's podcast with me.
Hello.
I've also got Nick McCabe from Real Reds Talk. You know me. I'm Jay Motti. Oh, that was lovely. Nick, obviously there's going to be a lot of rotation. We're going to get in some. We'll do a combined predicted 11 between us in a minute.
Okay.
But we've had a lot of pre-season games. We've seen some performances. We've seen some games where United have looked a little bit off the pace or whatever. You'd expect it to be a heavily rotated team for the Bilbao game. Does that make sense to you, having these sort of back-to-back games and playing a reserve side for someone like Bilbao? Or do you think we should have had fewer games and played a stronger team in every game?
Yeah, it was weird, the dynamic, the way they've approached it, the coaches, the way they've kind of split the teams up. But the one thing I'd say for tomorrow is opportunity. Whoever it is who's playing, it's your last chance to kind of show the coach that you should be in this squad for next season. So you've got to grab it with both hands, because I think some of them have been standout. You had a look at someone like Kobe Manu, unfortunately got injured. Would have liked to see more of him in these kind of games, and a couple of others like Alvaro Fernandez. So I'm excited for the youngsters, and you've just got to grab this opportunity now. How
much do you think you can grab the opportunity? I'm not disagreeing with what Nick's saying. My point is, you could play against Bilbao if you're playing in this, which should basically be a reserve team. Let's say you're a youngster, you're Dan Gore or whoever, Joe Hugill, you play well. Do you think the manager looks at that and goes, I fancy him? Because last season, we saw Charlie Iqbal. Those two, a fantastic pre-season against good teams, and Zidane Iqbal didn't get a minute.
I think when we've got a game on the bounce, one after the other, I think it's for the reason of the manager wanting this game. I don't think Ten Hag has been surprised by this, where he goes, right, we've got 2 games on the bounce here. So there's a reason Ten Hag wants to play these 2 games. And it's because I think he wants as many pre-season minutes as possible. And I think maybe he's slowly changing the way he does things. Zidane Iqbal was brilliant last year, but maybe it was just a bit too soon in Ten Hag's development of the squad. Whereas now, I think Ten Hag is really settling into this role, and I think he wants to be here for a while. I think he sees his sort of legacy at United as being 5, 6, 7, 8 years at the club. So maybe the pre-seasons have changed, and now, if you are a youngster, go give it your all, because Ten Hag wants you. And you got to. And also as well, just for the fans' point of view, go and be a fan favourite.
Yeah.
Go and put in 45 minutes, graft. And I think that's what youngsters should do. They go over the performance in front of the Irish fan. They're some of the most passionate we've got in Manchester for Manchester United fans. So they'll be wanting a lot of youngsters giving them all on the pitch. And I think that's what Ten Hag wants to see as well.
I couldn't agree more about the Irish fans as well. We did an event over in Dublin. We're going to be going back there as well. Stretford Paddock live event, and the passion from the fans over there. Yeah. It was just fantastic. It's great to see. Love Dublin. I need to go there more often. I'm just wondering about this sort of Ten Hag style of play. To quote Andy Tate, a style of play, Barca style of play. Because we've seen it this season where it doesn't matter whether you're a first team or whether you're a youngster. He seems to want his team to play a certain way. Like with Ajax, the academy or the under sevens playing the same way as the first team. Well, you see it at Barcelona where they have that style. Yeah. Do you see that with Ten Hag? Do you see him doing that a little bit, where he's saying that whether it's Onana or Tom Eaton in goal, I want you to push up a little more. But if whether it's one of the youngsters in the midfield or it's one of the whether it's Kobe Manu or it's one of the experienced players or whatever, I want you to play this certain way. Do you see him implementing his style throughout the team, and regardless of whether that's the younger players or the older players starting?
I think naturally when you're younger, your brain's like a sponge in it. So if you want them to play your style, you want to integrate your philosophy, get them from early as soon as possible, so they get used to them habits then of going into different games. And I like it. I think they've approached this season, they're going to approach this season slightly different to last season. Everyone was expecting that Ajax style when they came in, didn't they, the high possession, but we had to tweak a couple of things, and I think that's one of the main reasons now why he's integrating it into these youngsters, to say, like, when you do come through, you'll have that kind of natural aura about you when you come into the system. So yeah.
What do you think? Do you see the Ten Hag philosophy permeating through every team that he picks?
It's a slow process, but often they get the best results. And I think we had a great year to build on last year. Champions League football back at Old Trafford. Ten Hag ready to give his all for this second season. I do think there is maybe another transfer window for him really to cement his legacy, but you can see it. You can see he buys players as well that want to play for United. And I think we can all see that. We've had the pleasure of watching Højlund come on the pitch today, and he is a striker that not only fits Ten Hag's system, but also is grateful's a funny word, but he's also going to be relishing the opportunity to score
like that,
from the Stretford end.
That has to be included in the scouting profile.
Yes.
You go get a player who's talented, yes, but then also someone who's dying to play for Manchester United.
Have they got drive? Have they got hunger? Do they want to play for us? Do they believe in the system?
Yeah.
Do they believe that they might still be at United in 5 years' time? Do they want to score 20 goals a year, 20 plus goals a year, 30 as Jay boldly predicted? And I think that's what Ten Hag is doing. And you hear about little things, don't you, about Ten Hag's system? I mean, I can't remember the absolute, the fine details of the story, but Ten Hag's bringing in coaches from all areas. Benny McCarthy, you got the new chef.
Little things like that. Yeah, no, you know
chef,
what?
Apparently, everyone loves the chef.
Yeah,
he's a Ten Hag chef. Comes in, everyone's got their own meal. Apparently, so just little things.
He's methodical in it.
No, I get that. Methodical. And you should do everything you can to get the best out of your team. Absolutely. So if it is bringing a new chef, it is bringing in the right coaches.
That's why Jay has got a chef for me. You brought in a new chef for me to keep me happy today, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. That's why that comment
he's done really well. I'm buzzing.
He's just in the back now, rustling up some beans on toast for Joe. It's easy with Joe to bring him a new chef because he's a man of simple pleasures.
Easy.
You know what I mean? He's not like into his cordon bleu cuisine. Just a nice pie or a bit of beans on toast.
Not wrong with a nice
chips
pie.
And gravy, and he's like a pig in shit. Let's do a combined 11 because I don't want us all to pick basically a reserve side.
Yeah
so
that's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. In goal, is it going to be Nathan Bishop or is there anything Tom Heaton?
Tom Heaton. I think there's going to be more senior players. I do. I think
Tom Heaton at Arsenal when he played in the pre-season at Arsenal. So I give it Tom Heaton. I think.
I agree.
Yeah, I think as well. We think only a couple of first-team players are going to go over to Dublin. Dublin's 40 minutes on an airplane.
Quick flight. You go.
Yeah. You literally go up, and next thing you know, their pilots still need to sit down. Couldn't even go for a wee at one flight, on one of my flights. So it's basically like going down.
You couldn't go for a wee?
Bing.
Because the belt goes off and it goes straight.
We're done.
Yeah,
you don't, pal.
You reach the sky and then
guy, I would come back from Dublin. We delayed a little bit. Pilot came on and said, "Sorry, I get us only half an hour." He won't lie in.
No, yeah, quick flight.
Speed.
Can't even get from Eccles to Stockport in half an hour.
Exactly. So
traffic.
And they've probably got a nice hotel by the airport, so you literally land, get yourself ready, prepared.
Right.
So
all right,
let's go.
Go on.
I think we'll see a couple of first-team players.
Right. So we're going Tom Heaton.
What was that talking about?
I don't know. I just.
Why am I thinking about the hotel?
I just see the sights. You see the sights. I love how detail you got to have a little bit of a cup of tea in that.
Yeah, the Guinness tour is brilliant.
I've not been. Do you know when I went to Dublin? What we did the Irish tour. Not the Irish tour. The Irish museum thing.
Of course they did.
The
Leprechaun Museum's good.
That might be it. I can't remember. It was that. I think it was that. Yeah, we did a few bits. It was because I went there with my missus, and then I went there again with the channel. And we went with the channel. We didn't do a lot of sort of sightseeing stuff because it was just the event.
In and out. A bit like United away.
Yeah.
In and out.
And then we went with missus. We did a few more sort of touristy things, which was all good stuff. So we're going Tom Heaton in goal.
Yes.
Right back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's on the bench for the Lons game. Can he fly over and make the bench and make the game?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he will.
You think he can?
Get him in my team. Now.
Right, all right. We'll put in Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back.
Evans.
Johnny Evans at centre back. It stinks of a Johnny Evans game, doesn't it?
That's a very good point. Yeah.
Sooner or later, we're gonna have to know if he's staying, aren't we?
All right. So we're gonna go Johnny Evans. Who else? Who else are we going at centre back? Is Will Fish still knocking about? Or have we loaned him out? Yeah.
I think it'd be Lindelof Maguire. I do.
You all right? Lindelof Maguire. Right. So you're going. Right. Who are we gonna go with here? We're gonna have Johnny Evans or we're gonna have Lindelof and Maguire?
No. I think Johnny Evans and Lindelof or Maguire.
All right. We'll go Johnny Evans and we'll go Maguire or Lindelof. You can make the decision.
Lindelof.
Oh no, Harry Maguire. Left back. Who are we going at left back?
Alvaro.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yep.
Deal. Right, done. We'll go with a 4-3-3. In the midfield.
Nice.
Fred.
Fred played.
Is Van der Beek kicking him out?
Let's have Fred, Van der Beek, and who else?
I think Van der Beek, McTominay.
Right, up front. Go on. Who's our three up front?
Oh, great question.
Forson.
I'll go
Sancho,
right. I don't know about that one, but I'll go Forson.
Forson, I think will play.
Yeah.
You're stunned by Dublin. You're so far away, you know.
Forson, Hugh Gill, and...
God.
Come on. Shoretire.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's our front three. Bilbao finished 8th last season, I think, in La Liga. Decent return. Good side. Don't want to get too much into them. We know it's going to be a tough test, especially with the Rezzies. Give us your score predictions.
Oh, I think we're going to batter them 3-0.
3-0, your score prediction?
2-0.
2-0.
Yes.
I'm going to go 1-0. I think it'll be a tough game. I think the Dublin crowd will give it their all, but it's going to be the reserve side. So I'm going to go 1-0, which won't be a bad result against a very good club athletic side, or athletic club as they're known in Spain. Go and check out Joe McGrath and Sloppy Joe's podcast. Go and check out Nick McCabe at the Real Res Talk. Give us your score predictions. Film yourself in landscapes and send us your score predictions to paddockmatchday@gmail.com. This has been the preview of the Bilbao game in Dublin on Stretford Paddock. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.